welcome back to my channel. I'm Mark Phillips, and if you are new here on this channel, we talk about business and lifestyle design from the inside out. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why I love seeds as physical reminders of our ability to manifest the experiences we want to have in our business and our life. This happens to be my second favorite seed in the whole world. Stay tuned to the end of this video if you want to see my first favorite seed. I think you're really going to enjoy it. So let's jump in here. For starters, the first reason that I like seeds so much is that they remind us of the fact that we get to choose what seeds we plant in our consciousness, right? There are many different varieties of seeds. And imagine yourself as a gardener. You get to choose what seeds you plant in your garden, right? You don't have to plant all the seeds. You don't have to plant the same seeds that your neighbor planted, right? You get to choose what seed you planted in your garden. That's the first reason that I love seeds, right? And we know that when we plant specific seeds, we're going to have specific fruit, right? We're going to have a specific outcome or specific circumstances just because we planted that seed. And we consciously chose that seed from a myriad of offerings, right? That's the first reason that I like seeds, is they remind me that I get to choose what seeds I plant in the garden of my consciousness, and therefore what fruits grow, right? Because we're all planting various types of seeds, and our seeds are the choices we make, the things we choose to think, say, and do. Those are all seeds, but it all starts with that thought, right? The thought that I'm going to do this, or I'm going to be this person, right? So my first reason that I love it is we get to choose what seeds we plant. The second reason I like seeds is because they remind me of the abundance of the universe. I mean, if you think about a seed will grow into a tree or a plant, and then that plant has the ability to create more seeds, right? And then those plants have the ability to create even more seeds. And so I like seeds because they're infinite, right? That's an infinite process, and there'll be infinite seeds at some point in time. It never ends. It always is expanding. And as creators living on this planet, right, we always wonder, where are new resources going to come from? Where are new opportunities going to come from? Well, if we are tuned in to what we really are, infinite creators having or enjoying a human experience, then we know that those resources will make themselves available, right? I mean, just look at the history, let's say the last 100 years. There are technologies and systems and processes and ways to be valuable to one another that did not exist. Well, didn't exist 20 years ago, certainly didn't exist 30 years ago, and didn't exist 100 years ago by far, right? Look at transportation, technology, medical, housing. Just the universe will find a way to open up resources for us. And so one of the things that I always think about, especially on days when I'm a little bit off my game and I'm a little bit like less than tuned into how the universe really works, I just look at the history of humankind, right, and human beings, and like the innovations and inventions that came to us to help us have a better experience, right? And it reminds me that, yeah, the universe will open up those opportunities. The universe does have the means to give us what we need in order to thrive and prosper and live an abundant life. So that's the second reason I like seeds, is they remind me of abundance. I mean, seeds are infinitely abundant. The third reason that I like seeds, and then I'm going to share with you my favorite seed, and this is fitting that I'm saving this to the last part of this video. The third reason I like seeds is they remind me that, just like an idea, the seed starts small. Like, this is an acorn tree, and I'm not an arborist, but to my knowledge, acorn trees can get 40, 50, maybe 60 feet tall. I mean, they can get huge. And look at this seed. It's like a half an inch tall. So there's information in this seed that has the ability to grow that tree. I mean, there's nothing else other than water and sunlight and nutrients from the soil coming into this seed. It's like an information packet, right? But there is a 60 foot tall acorn tree in this seed. And so that's the third reason I like them, is they remind me that from small things, even unseen things like a thought, right? Thoughts are things, but they're very, very small, right? They're energetic vibrations. As some of the teachers that I've had have talked about, right? There's subtle energetic vibrations that happen and that go out into the universe and start gathering like components and like attributes and like things so they grow and grow and grow. And so this seed is obviously bigger than a thought, but it still is super small compared to a large acorn tree. And so that's the third reason that I love seeds, is they're very small and they grow into very big things. And to that point, let me tell you and show you my favorite seed tree combo in the world, and that is the redwood tree. I think redwoods and sequoias are synonymous, but someone correct me in the comments section down below if I'm wrong. But the reason I like redwoods is because they are there's the most disparity between the size of the seed and the size of the redwood tree. I mean, obviously redwoods, to my knowledge, are the largest trees on planet Earth. And now, as you can see, if you've ever been to the redwoods in California, then you know how large those trees can get. I mean, you can drive cars through them. You can certainly walk through them. They're just enormous trees. And that's why I like those, is because they show me that it can be a big difference between the size of the thought and the size of the fruit or the end result of that thought. And that always reminds me to think bigger. This is kind of a constant ongoing theme throughout my business and my life as I'm moving forward, is I'm always reminding myself, think bigger, because as a conscious creator, the force or God force or source energy is doing the creating. I'm just making the decision and then taking the inspired action, much as you are, to create the business and life that I want. And so I always remind myself, think bigger and not be limited by my human mind or my perception of, oh, that seems really hard, or oh, that seems really, really big, or how is that going to happen, right? I'm always focused on the what and the why, and I leave the how to the universe or source energy to help inspire me and give me inspired ideas about that. Because again, source can create anything, right? And when we line up to our power, then we can create everything too, and it flows through us. But I love the redwood tree. I keep a picture on my digital vision board, and it just reminds me that I need to think bigger, and that there is nothing that the universe can't do when I give it the right input, things that I want. So I hope that's been helpful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would be super awesome. That helps me out and lets me know that you find it valuable. Also, if you're feeling super generous, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite part of this video. Let me know what your favorite aspect of seeds are, right? Maybe you're something different than mine. Maybe it's one of mine, right? Maybe it's the fact that you get to choose what you plant, or that they remind you of the fact that you live in an abundant universe, and also that they remind you that from small things, big things can come, because we live in that type of a universe. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite idea was, or if it's not one of those three, please share that. If it's new, share it down below. I'd love to hear it. All right, thanks again for watching. Until next time, all the best, health, wealth, and success. Bye-bye.